What did you like to do when you were my age?
I grew up in New York City in Upper Manhattan, fifth floor building on the third floor. It was a walk-up, so I had to run up and down steps all day. We're talking about the late 40s and early 50s. There was very little television, almost no television. We played in the outside and in the alley behind the house. I remember seeing the large dirigibles flying over New York at times. Those are huge balloon-like flying objects that were kind of creepy. And I also remember in schools, we still had drills where we would have to take cover under desks and stuff like that.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
I don't remember having any particular thing that I wanted to be. I started out in social services and became an administrator for the state of Florida.
Miss Jill, what gets you excited every day?
Just waking up. I have dogs, and they wake me up every morning. So I'm excited when they haven't peed in the house yet, and there's time for me to take them outside so that they can do their business.
What does it mean to have an active lifestyle?
To be active is the most important thing as you age. They're finding out that being active, having friends, having relationships, and having a purpose to your life is the most important thing to successful aging.
What things are you passionate about?
I'm passionate about being good and having friends and working where I live at Westminster Oaks, which is a retirement community. There are lots of opportunities to help other people, to have friends, for them to help you. It's a wonderful place to make relationships. It's like one big family. There are 700 people living there, and everybody kind of knows everybody and looks out for everybody else.
How did you start playing mahjong?
When I retired, it's kind of the law in Florida. When you retire, you learn mahjong. I'm only kidding, of course. But I did. I had some friends who played mahjong, and I had relatives who played it when I was a child. And so I had friends teach me and started playing regularly. And then here at the senior center, they started, when I was volunteering here, they started getting calls from people wanting to know if there was a mahjong game. And there wasn't. So they asked me if I would start it. They knew that I played it, and I started coordinating the mahjong program here by teaching people how to play. We started with nobody. I taught 4 people how to play. We had a table.
What advice do you have for kids my age?
Go to school. Listen to your parents and your grandma.
What other activities do you do at the senior center?
I was the most important thing that I did here at the senior center was as a receptionist. I used to be the Tuesday morning receptionist. Right now I have a lot of volunteer activities at Westminster Oaks where I live. For instance, I'm chairman of the Health Advisory Committee, which is very active and important in my community.
What did you like about volunteering at the police department?
I worked for several years for the police department. I did volunteer work in the criminal investigations division, calling people who had their homes burglarized, and I would tell them what the status of their cases are, find out if there was any new leads that they had. And I loved that job also. It was very rewarding.
What are you most proud of, Miss Jill?
I am most proud that I'm sitting here talking to you right now. That makes me happy. And I'm very proud to be a Silver Star and to answer your questions.
Thank you for the interview, Miss Jill.
Thank you. You're welcome.